The Nords, fearless warrior raiders from the frozen north, have set sail to ravage the coastlines of Air. Finding themselves caught in a ferocious sea storm, they are thrown wildly off course and land on the desolate wasteland's coasts, pushing ever forward inland despite their unplanned landing site, in search of whatever plunder and battle awaits them. High atop the coastline cliffs, however, fast-moving raptor riders of the Wadrhun sight these new trespassers upon their sacred lands. Hurrying back on their powerful reptilian steeds, they seek to alert the tribe that war has come. Welcome to Conquest, the last argument of kings. Today's scenario, we will be playing Scenario 3 Breakout. This scenario allows us to place 3 12-inch objective zones and 6 objective markers as shown on the diagram pictured. Markers considered to be Objective A are considered to be for player 1 and friendly for them, while Objective Markers B are considered friendly to player 2. You'll score victory points per round as follows. You'll gain 3 victory points for each enemy objective marker they have destroyed during the round, gain 3 VPs for each objective zone they are seizing, and players gain an additional 2 VP if they are seizing 2 objective zones, and they gain 2 VPs if they've slain the enemy's warlord. The game will end at the end of the 10th battle round, and the player that has scored the most VPs is declared the winner. Today's Nord army has been brought in by Ryan, who is one of our local members of our Conquest Last Argument of Kings community group here in Adelaide. Now, his force is going to be led by a Blooded with Rangier, the God Spear, and the Dragon Mark as well. In the warband for this model, we have 3 stands of Mighty Uga and 3 stands of the Regenerating Trolls with a Standard Bearer. Joining the Blooded Warlord, we then have a Canungir as well with the Dragon upgrade as well, Taijakul, the Rhymeheart, and the Marksmanship enhancements as well. In the warband for this model, we have a unit of 3 stands of bow-chosen fantastic Nordic archers and the mighty and powerful mountain Jotnar. For the Wadrhun today, I'll be playing with them for the game, and I've got a chieftain who'll be my warlord from the Death Cult. He's got the Kiss of the Dinosaur artifact and the Violence of Action way of war. Now, in his warband, we then have a unit of 3 veterans with a standard bearer and a unit of 3 warbred as a restricted unit as well, mighty and powerful Wadrhun. We then have a second warband with a predator in the unit who is from the Cult of War. As always, everything in his warband will be from the same cult as him. We have a unit of 3 stands of Raptor Riders with the Huntress leader, which counts as both a standard bearer and champion model. And then we have a unit of 3 stands of Slingers as well with standard bearer, some really nice long range Wadrhun shooting. And so here we have our battlefield all deployed. We have the 3 objective zones using the modelled objective markers, and then the objective markers themselves are the little conquest tokens around. Now we're going to go with player 1 being me, so I'll be A, so I'll be doing all my left hand side ones, and then player 2 will be on the other side and they'll be doing all their left-handed ones as well. So with that, let's go see what comes onto the table to begin with. Today's video is sponsored by Gap Games, a fantastic miniature wargaming store in Queensland, Australia. They stock a wide variety of miniature wargames from all things Games Workshop to some of my personal favourites, Conquest, The Last Argument of Kings, and all things Modifius wargames as well. Use our affiliate code in the link below to help support both this fantastic store and the channel as well. Right, so for this turn, we've both got light units automatically coming on. I still have another light unit to roll for, which will be a 4 or less. So this is for the Wadrhun, a 1, so I'm going to get both my units on. And do you have any more to roll for?
Just the 1.
Just the 1, cool. So Nords will have their singular light unit on, which means you are going to get the bonus for Supremacy. So I'm going to go to 3. Cards in my command stack, you'll go to 1. So roll for Supremacy, I got a 6, you got 2. You can't possibly lose, so you will have the first turn. Right, so first activation will go to the Nords. Surprisingly, this is going to be your bow chosen. So they're going to come on the table, make a double march, I'm assuming, for the first round. And so the bow chosen come off slightly off center off the board, and so we're going to go into the Wadrhun. My first is going to be the Raptor Riders. So the Raptor Riders move up like so, and then I use their fluid formation to do a free reform at the end of their movement. Your next card, I'm guessing, will be the Conquest. Yep, and he does a whole lot of nothing. I've then got the Slingers to go. And so then I have my Slingers come up with the Predator in them. And you've got no cards left in your command stack, so I go to my last one. Surprising is the Predator, who does nothing. He will, however, chant because he is on the table at the start of his activation. And so, because the Predator was on the table, he did get to chant a War Marker because he was there at the start of the activation. So we will now try to bring on medium units on 2 or less. We'll both get a free one on the table, which can be a light unit if we want. And then roll. Right, so we've both selected our free medium unit to come on. I've got 1 medium unit left. You've got just the 1. So I will not be getting mine. You won't be getting yours because it's 2 or less this round. And so we've got our command stacks built, and now Supremacy, the modifier is for the Nords, so roll to see what you get, because if you get the 1, 4. So I essentially need a 2 or less to guarantee a win. I don't, so you can choose to go first or second in this round if you want.
You can go first.
You're going to modify it to make you lose that roll, so I'll have the first activation. My first activation is the Predator. So he will chant another war token for me. And that'll be over to the Nords, who will be using the Blooded. Is not on the table, so he just yells out some encouraging thoughts, which will mean I go next. I've got the Raptor Riders, who will chant a war, and that'll immediately mean I have to use my stack. So I still get all my defensive benefits from chanting war through time. They're going to be +1 defense, which is really nice. However, they weren't in range to make a shooting attack on those bowmen, so they're just going to move forward there and put some pressure on the Nords deep down the field. So it'll be the Nords' next activation, which will be the Conquest. Wadrhun will go next. I've got the Slingers next, who will be going and chant a war. So we are going to move the Slingers up. They're going to make a shooting attack into the Bow Chosen. So volley of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So defense or evasion, whatever is better.
Defense 2.
Defense 2, go for it. That will be 2 fails. You will now owe me a morale check from the Slingers as well. Morale, 3. Cool, so it's just the 2 wounds from that. And then the Predator will go with volley 3. Misses all of them, unfortunately. So after that, just a couple of wounds on the Nords from that, and so it'll be you next with the Nords. It'll be the Trolls. And so your Trolls just come on like so, meaning the Raptor Riders. That's going to be interesting who gets Supremacy there. My next will be the Veterans coming on. And so I'll have my Veterans come on like so. We'll go over to you for your last one for the round, which will be the Bow Chosen, obviously. I'll go into their activation. Alright, so the Bow Chosen have moved up. Nothing gets within effective range, so you barrage 5 with your unit. Volley is...
Volley is 3.
Volley 3, so needing 3s to begin with.
Piercing shots.
Piercing shots, so only 1s to hit cause no defense, I believe, on that.
Yeah.
Go for it, 3 for less. Oh, that is 4 1s right there. That's going to hurt. I think
that's all that hit.
Oh, you got one other 3 there. There was a 3. Only one of them was. So I've got a save of 1. Nope, so that'll be 5 damage to the Slingers. So then the Conquest has an upgrade that gives him some range as well. So he's got volley 3. Sorry, volley 2. So he got 1. No armor piercing, so defense of 1, and no, fail that as well. And then just the end around, I will have the Chieftain who will chant a death token. Big thanks to Parabellum Wargames today, who have made this video possible with their fantastic support. They've given us a discount affiliate code to use, which will get you 10% off your purchases from the Parabellum Wargames e-store, and also go a long way to help supporting the channel while you grab that discount for yourself as well. So we both get our units on for free in this round. Now you've got 1 medium unit left to roll for. I've got my entire army unit at this point. So on a 4 or less, yep, you're going to have a full stack. I'm going to have a full stack. Everything's going to be on the board at the end of this round, providing nothing dies. So Supremacy for the round after creating our command stacks. As we turn 3. So no one has more cards in their command stack, so it is a flat roll-off. You've got a 4, you've got a 1. You have to take it. Alright, so you have gone for the Bow Chosen. So let's see what they can do. Alrighty, so Bochosen are going to aim and shoot at the slingers to begin with. So in our volley 4, I believe. Yeah. Wanting those ones though, so that is 4 wounds straight away. So yeah, I've lost the stand immediately from your armor piercing shot. I've got 6 saves to make on the unit. I now will need to pass 2 of these to keep my Wadrhun in the fight. So ones, I got 1. That's 5. That'll be the 5, and Predator will go as well. And so that was painful, but my first is going to be the Raptor Riders. So I've now drawn a war chant. This means I'm going to chant from Conquest. I'm going to get +3 to my first march. Not that that's going to really matter, but I am going to get +3 on my or +2 on my evasion, taking me to evasion 3 with the Raptor Riders. And so with the Raptor Riders, we're just going to go with a charge, which will make it in. Don't even need to roll for that with +3 extra march. So with the Inspire from the charge, I'm now at Clash 3 with Flurry on the Raptor Riders. So I can come up, let's cock that one. And then re-rolls. So it'll be 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 hits from the Raptor Riders. And so defense 2 on the Trolls. See what we get. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And so result 3, 7 checks to make. Be another 1, 2, 3, 4 more. So next up for the Nords, we have the Trolls fighting back. And so your draw event of regen brings back a whole stand of Trolls. And now they're going to fight back. Alright, so Clash 3 is what you're going to go with your Trolls. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I have evasion 3 thanks to chanting Conquest. So 3s or less. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ugh, that's not great. So the Blooded, with all his bonuses, he would be able to get to Clash 5, but he can't with Inspire, so he'll be Clash 4, re-rolling 6s. So you can re-roll those 2 6s there, which he needs to. We'll get 3 hits. And these will be evasion 3, because I don't care about your cleave. And pass 1, take another 2. So I need to pass 4 of these with the Raptor Riders. 1, 2, 3. No! That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That'll see them gone. Wow, this is not a good turn for the Wadrhun. Next up, though, I have the Predator, who's dead. I have the Slingers, who are dead. I have the Warbred next. So the Warbred move up like so. Next up, we've got the Nords going again. We've got the Cannon Gear. I'm going to go with the Chieftain. And Nords, after chanting death, you've got the Mountain Jotnar coming on. And lastly, I'll have the Veterans coming on. So the Veterans are actually going to go up and score me some points. You've got your rest of your activations for the round, which will be the Blooded, yells and screams and things, and then the Ooga coming on as well. And so the Ooga come on like so. I've got no more, so end of the round I actually will score 4, because I've got 1 controlling that with a medium, and I control that zone, so I'm going to score 4 points. For a 4-0 lead to the Wadrhun somehow. Going into turn 4, we're going to sort out our stacks. Alrighty, so Supremacy, I'm going to get the modifier this round. So I got a 3, you got a 4. I am going to choose to take it. And so my first will be the Warbred. Alrighty, I'm declaring a charge. I need a 4+ for the charge here. It's a 6, yes. We have Impact 2 inch. So these are going to be on 4s with all the bonuses I've got from spending my death tokens and everything. So that will be 3 saves to make on your Bochosen. So defense 2. Take 3. There'll be 3 resolve checks from that as well. So 3 resolve checks to make on those Bochosen. I'll be doing this at a 3, I assume. 4 with a Canadian, nice. Still failed 2 more. So I am at Clash 4, but I will go to Clash 5 now. But I can't because of Inspire, so that will mean I go to 4s, re-rolling 6s. So let's see what we get. And re-roll those 6s. and 5s go out. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, but then 15, 16, 17, 18. So you've got no armor left from my cleave, so you are going to have to go evasion 1. So this is 18, so that'll be 15 damage with 3. Then I do have the burnout result to apply, so each 5 or 6 I will take a wound on the unit. 3, just 2. Okay, I'll take that. Next up, I'm assuming I knew what that was. Yep, they're dead. Trolls. So you're going with a charge with the trolls to begin with?
Yep.
Alright, go for it. They get in. Alright, so after your charge, you're going to be Clash 3 thanks to Inspiring from charging. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4 hit. 5 hits, sorry. Sorry, it was 6 hits. Completely miscounted there. Defense 2 on my unit. Take 1. So I'll take 5 wounds on the stand. So we forgot to do the impact as well for the Blooded when he charged in, so they did get some impact. Now his actual attacks for the Blooded. Gets 3. Gets 4 hits. Cleave 2, so these will go down to defense or evasion 1. Nope. So resolve checks for them. These will be on resolve 4, thanks to the chieftain. Oh, 4 more. Ouch, that hurt. So the veterans, well, my next is the chieftain, who is going to charm a death. Your next is going to be the Kanungir, who is dead, and the Jotnar. Come and get some, buddy. Alrighty, so the Jotnar makes a charge in. He's got impact 6, so he just gets his base clash for this.
Clash 3.
So which is net 3. So defense 3 on these, pass 1, take 2, and then I have -1, so I'm going to be resolve 2 on resolve checks. Fair 1. Yep, so 12 attacks coming in at Clash 4. This is not looking friendly. Oh, wow.
7, 8, 9, 10.
You only missed 2. So this will be defense 1 against the Jotnar. I saved 3, so it'll be 5. 6, 7. I need to pass 5 of these at resolve 2. No way. So yeah, not looking good for the Wadrhun. My last one though is going to be the veterans. Now they have a cool ability. Right, so what happens here is they chant my 3rd death marker in a row. This will now allow me to get 4 strikes and +1 clash on the veterans. But then they also get to choose to do something as well. So they're going to choose to chant death for free for +1 clash again. So with all the bonuses, we have Clash 5 to begin with before Inspired even hits. So 6 attacks for the stand, re-rolling the 1, unfortunately no flawless, and 5. No cleave on these though, this is the downside of veterans. So defense 2. Wow, take 1. And so then the chieftain as well, he is 5 re-rolling. He has flawless strikes, so that's 2 that go through automatically, and the other 3 are cleave 2. Yep, so 3 evasion 1s, pass none. So now you are 5 resolve checks. So 5 resolve checks needed, and you must re-roll all successfuls. 3. 3s. Re-roll those 2 passes, please. And so that'll be 2 more wounds. So the blood goes next. He's already attacked this round, so he can't do anything. The Uga are your last activation.
Today's game is played on the fantastic battle mats from our longtime supporters, Mithras Games. Top quality battle mats from New Zealand that have a variety of different designs that can suit almost any battlefield you could imagine.
So it is supremacy. I need to win this to at least get some. Yay! I'm going to win it and at least get some. It's the veterans. So the veterans will now be Clash 4, re-rolling 6s because they're base 3. I'm going to Inspire because I'm no longer broken because last round I had 2 actions I was able to rally. So we are 4s, re-rolling 6s, but unfortunately no deadly blades this time, but that will be 6 hits. defense 2, go. Yeah, there'll be 2. Oh, sorry, 4, yeah. 4 resolve checks, and there'll be another 3.
Means I'll take 1 wound.
Take 1, yep. So 1 more resolve check because you had to reroll 1, so you get +1. And it's not a fail, so yeah, all good. Now the Chieftain will attack. So Chieftain 4s. Rerolling everything. Nope. He's 4 at cleave 2.
Use my conversion of 1.
Yep. 2. Which means I won't be able to wipe him. We will have 2 resolve checks to take. I fail both.
1 wound.
Yuck. And unfortunately, that's going to mean your trolls can regen. So you're going to inspire and clash back. I think this might be the end of... do you want to do your blooded first? Because if he goes through and does 4 wounds, I'm just dead because I'll get wiped.
Sure.
So we're just going to do the blooded first because if he gets through on this, does 4 wounds to the veterans, the chieftain will go down.
And he'll be rerolls on 6.
Yeah.
So clash
4.
5 is inspire and 5.
So you clash 4, re-rolling 6s, thanks to your inspire, which is good. So 3. So these are cleave 2, so 1s. Failed 2. So I will only die from him if I fail both resolve checks. Which I fail 1, I'm left with 1 wound, so we actually have to do the trolls now. The hope was maybe we could end the game, but no. I'm going to make you sweat and work for it. But I think we're gone. Clash 3. And so 8. Yeah, no. I'll get to fight, but I'm still not even killing those trolls on my death blows. So that will be a pretty resounding victory for the Nords, because at this point you'll now be able to go and just claim points for the game. It'll be quite a convincing victory to the Nords.